Prick, Babylon, get out the way.
That is Welcome back to another wonderful Monkey video. We have the key to the rotary, very sexual, available on my website. We thought while the weather was still holding out, it's still about 10 degrees today, so we haven't got any salt on the road quite yet because the car will not be coming out once they gritted the roads. So we're going to take you around London, do a few little braps and see a few sights really. London attractions. Me and Mrs. G probably gonna have a quick bite to eat. We might head up Sloane Square and see if we can find some supercars.
5 minutes later.
Prick, Babylon, get out the way. Funky, pussy, I'll get out the way. Bang, Babylon, get out the way. Galatasaray, get out the way.
This bitch has sniper, in to get you hyper. Bitch has sniper, in to get you hyper. This bitch has sniper, in to get you hyper. Bitch has sniper, in to get you hyper.
Definitely looking sick. When we get back, we're going to give her a good clean as well. The only problem with all this aero is it does seem to sort of capture a lot of the road debris, but that's understandable with a car which looks as wacky as this. How are you today, Gigi?
Very well.
Yeah, we're going to get a bite to eat.
Definitely.
And we'll try and do like a mini tour London. We've probably got about an hour left of light, but we'll see what we can squeeze in an hour.
Yeah.
Probably a traffic jam. First up, we've got Battersea Bridge, Chelsea Bridge. One of the bridges. Chelsea Bridge or Battersea Bridge. Obviously London is quite famous for its river and bridges, yeah, and its width restrictions. So we got a little width restriction. I don't even know if we can make it through this.
I don't know.
What do you reckon? This is the tightest width restriction. No carbon fibre aero was damaged in the making of this video. Definitely going to wake up London, this car. It'd be quite nice to see as well because you've got a massive array of supercars. And technically we are in a supercar, but a Japanese supercar, so it'd be nice to sort of see how it goes down. We've got a race coming down, we've got a Prius to the left. Go! World's slowest race. We won! Woo! Here we have a lovely old lady demonstrating some parking skills. That number plate, look at her number plate, OYY1. That number plate is probably worth definitely more than the Micra. Bless her, man. We have our first speed bump. Yes, we made it. Woo! This one's a bit more savage.
Well, this is definitely more angular.
This might be a slow tour of London as we navigate all the speed bumps. It looks sort of very low because you've got all the carbon fibre, but to be fair, the car isn't actually massively low. Well, she's definitely taking up London pretty well. Look, what's our water temps are still staying consistent at 90 and we're sitting in traffic, so it's nice to find an RX7 that doesn't overheat. And my FC should all be good now that Dragon Performance has kind of sorted it out. Now we're just entering Sloane Square, which is a very posh part of London. Just up there we got a Halfords. Halfords? What the fuck? Harrods. Harrods, the very famous retail shop. Oh, look at that. Strange shape, innit? Fuck's sake, John. Oh my god, look at this. We've got a McLaren Senna. Yeah. Oh, look at that, man. We're gonna just follow him around for a little bit, pretend we know him. We're friends. Who's the wilder looking car? I don't know. I think this is kind of on par with the Senna. I don't know, man. I would say that. I'm biased. We're mixing it with the supercars. Don't worry about that McLaren, man. This is proper car. This is proper. Doing the pretend Bridgeport. We need a Bridgeport, man. Only for one reason. Fuck the performance, the car's fast enough. I just want the idle. We seem to have got a bit distracted from our tour of London because now we're just following a Senna. Hopefully he doesn't think we're a stalker. But yeah, we're coming up to Harrods. If Gigi points the camera up there, you can just about see the Christmas lights on Harrods.
So there is a lot of phones and cameras.
Yes. If you don't want to be the centre of attention, do not drive a car like this.
Do you reckon he's just having a cruise like we
Yeah,
are?
he's just cruising. Right, we stopped following the Senna now. That was exciting though. I've never seen a Senna in real life, so for me that was crazy. It had these really mad sort of upswept exhaust at the back. What a mad looking car. I know a lot of people kind of slated that Senna because it looked a bit wacky. Obviously they kind of designed it to be, you know, have downforce and be good at a track. They're just taking you up these posh parts of London. You got an RX7, you do not need a Burberry handbag. RX7 or probably, I don't know, 30 Burberry handbags. How much is a handbag? Probably £1,000?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't really care. I've got old tracksuit bottoms, but we got sick cars, and that's what I'm all about. I don't want to look cool, I just want to feel the power. Now we are on Park Lane, which is another sort of very notorious street in London, quite famous on the Monopoly boards and famous for its very expensive hotels. We've also got some police bikes behind us. Look at that. To our right over there we've got Hyde Park, which we've just gone past, and this is Oxford Street. Very sort of touristy, huge amount of shops and stuff. I once went into a Debenhams here and I just walked straight out because I couldn't even see anything. It was just people everywhere. For shopping, if you're a bit of a tourist stop in London, and then you went through a red light. You have one of the world's biggest Primarks. Next up, we're going to cruise to Buckingham Palace. We've got a meeting with the Queen. She says she'd really like to see the RX7. Can't believe this first gear, man. The ratios are so long, you can literally drive like a Ferrari. It's amazing. Oh, look, Aston Martin. Is that DB5? Oh, look at that. Proper James Bond. What would you rather have, that, just this or the Aston?
Oh, I don't know.
Aston's like worth about 3 million probably.
I'll take that then.
We'll take that and buy a few more of these.
Yeah.
Proper sick cars in London, man. That's one thing you're always sort of guaranteed. You're going to get a massive sort of different mix of different cool cars. People really do like this car, don't they? And here we have a Honda Jazz in its familiar territory of not being able to park.
1 hour later.
I think they're struggling to find reverse. Shall I give them a hand? I can get in that
they found
space.
it.
There we go. I've done it before. Someone was struggling to park in, an old lady, bless, and I jumped in and parked it for her.
A few moments later.
They've given up.
Oh,
No.
no.
What is that? That's the Aston Martin. That's the new one, isn't it?
I think
I forget what
so.
they call that one. G for the G, yeah. Pretty sick.
That's probably one of the best looking shots so far.
Feeling very Christmassy, isn't it?
know.
Christmas lights look well nice. That's Fortnum & Mason's, another quite sort of renowned shop in London. Quite cool as well. If you guys look up there, they've kind of done all the windows as like an advent calendar, so there's different numbers on different days. Oh, look up there, Bobby. Woo! Check out, we're on TV. If you hadn't woken up today, this will definitely wake you up. The noise it makes is intoxicating, isn't it? Just sounds like brat. Sounds like sexual brat. To our left we have the National Gallery, and over here, very famous square, good old Trafalgar Square. And over there, if you guys can just about see, we've got Big Ben. Big Ben is currently covered in scaffolding because he's having a few clock repairs. If that's a Carrera, that's worth a lot of money. I think it's not sure if it's a modern rendition. Oh man. Hi. It is winter though, and 1 minute is daylight, the next minute is dark. We've got the Ritz. Very pimp.
Very fun.
I guess a cheap room there is probably about £400 a night.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sounds about right.
That sounds like a track day to me. To our right is the Houses of Parliament. They're doing quite a lot of scaffolding work, which you guys can probably see. There is Big Ben. It looks a little bit like a tower block at the moment because it's got all that scaffolding around it. But yeah, there is a massive clock in there somewhere. Over here we got Parliament Square, which is sort of quite a famous place where you see people protesting. You used to get actually people sort of camping out on the green, but they actually banned it, I think about 3 or 4 years ago, so you don't get that sort of mass of people now. Behind us is Westminster Abbey. I can probably just about show you guys if I stick that out. Hopefully you guys can see that is Westminster Abbey back there. Over there we have the London Eye, which is obviously quite a famous Ferris wheel in London. You can go up it. I've actually been round it. It's pretty slow. you're not going to sort of get much drifting action out of it. But yeah, it's quite exciting to kind of go up there and sort of see all the sights of London. God, you wouldn't get me on that, Gigi. Look at that thing.
Did you not?
Woo! Voila! A beautiful lady, a beautiful car, and a beautiful scenic location. We thought we'd kind of wrap up the video here outside the London Eye. How have you enjoyed your first day out?
Big time.
Yeah, you
It's
glad?
been sick.
George and I are going to go and have a cheeky little coffee
Yeah.
and a McDonald's. We did obviously pass the Ritz and stuff, but we're going back to where we belong, and that's Macca's.
Happy days.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.